it's Jerry Ann with scrapandstampcreations.blogspot.com, and this evening I am doing a couple little things. Our project tonight is a Mother's Day. Mother's Day, it can be a Mother's Day project or it can be an end of the year teacher gift. And with May on the horizon and some schools finishing up in May, and we finish up in the end of June, I thought it would be a fun project to do tonight. Plus, it's easy. I am still coughing, however, I feel much better. However, there's a whole lot of other things that have gone on. So I'm still running around like a crazy woman, and the asthma is still kind of playing with the whole allergy thing. So I'm still coughing, but I'm better. So this is a painting that I created at somewhere called Sip and Paint. And I went on Saturday because April is Autism Awareness Month. And Sip and Paint is a for-profit business who chooses a local charity every month in order to give back to the community. And this month they chose the Autism Society of Washington Spokane chapter, giving back 8% of their profits to our organization in order to help us make sure that people with autism have opportunities to get out in the community and do really cool things. So there were 2 classes actually on Saturday. The group, the ASW board, all went to the 4 o'clock one. Multiple of us had never done this before, and so it was really, really cool. I can't wait to try again. I'm taking my best friend Suzanne when she arrives at the end of next month, and I'm thinking my mother-in-law for her birthday and I are going to go. I think she would enjoy this. She doesn't know that yet, but her birthday is next month, and I'm sure she's watching in the chat. So lots of fun, lots of texture, some interesting stuff. Mine totally does not look like the inspiration picture. And up close, it looks like a 3-year-old painted it. But apparently that's the look everybody was going for. So for me it was a little hard because it's kind of more abstract. So this was the first painting, and my guys liked it, so that was really awesome. Okay, so that was 4 o'clock. The other thing, the second painting we created, which was the 7 o'clock class, which I then had learned some of the techniques, was this one. And I really, really like how this one turned out, just in that I had learned some of the technique stuff. And that this actually on camera looks like a wine bottle. It looks like people see it, you see a picture of it, it looks like there's actually a wine bottle pouring wine into this wine glass that I drew by hand. And I'm not a drawer. So it was really, really cool the way he taught us how to do this. And I learned something, that painting is nothing but a bunch of X's. If you can draw an X, you can paint this whole entire picture. I kid you not. It was like the most bizarre thing ever. So anyway, again, this is the Sip and Paint studio here in Spokane, Washington. The cost of the class is $38. And I really, really had a fabulous time, and the best part is they give back to the community. So the last class that's available is on April 30th, and then private parties can also distinguish which charity they're doing. This guy's only been in business 3 months, and this is the month that he's tended to get a lot more customers, just because we did a ton of advertising, letting people know that we were their charity of choice this month. And so it was a ton of fun. And I encourage you, if you guys want to try something new, you're not a big painter. I definitely am a paper crafter. I will go back and have fun with my family and my friends and stuff like that. With that, I don't know that I would rather spend $40 on scrapbook supplies, but it was a ton of fun, and I would definitely do it again. And I highly think that everybody should give it a shot at least once. Most places, even though it's kind of like a a wine and paint or a paint and wine kind of place. They do serve non-alcoholic beverages, so for those of you who don't drink, and it is just really a fabulous, fabulous program. So, that being said, I have been crazy busy doing a couple things. I joined a swap with 6 different categories, and in 6 different categories with 6 cards each. So I'm going to show you guys those cards. I still have 2 card sets to do. One is a birthday child card and one is a your choice. So I already have an idea for the your choice card, and the birthday child, I know what stamp set I'm going to use. So that's good. Oh, wouldn't that be so much fun? It is a total blast. I highly recommend it. And a lot of people are doing it. There's a lot of little pop-up places all over. I highly recommend you find someone who gives back to your local community. And locally meaning like an animal shelter right there where the funds stay right with the animal shelter. Or in our case, next month's choice for this charity, the charity for next month for Sip and Paint is Vanessa Behan Crisis Nursery. So it is a ton of fun. Martha, make your kids take you. Make your kids take you. Mother's Day is coming. Tell them that's what you want for Mother's Day. You need to go. It was so much fun. I laughed. I had a great time. And it was like being in 3rd grade again, art class, trying to make something cute. It was hilarious. All right, so I'm going to show you the other cards. So I have 6 rounds out of this, and I created, this is a birthday mail fun. Oh. From what I understand, Martha, if you go to the tablet and instead of signing into the, app, if you sign in to Ustream via the web browser, sometimes you can do that. Oh, you should go. It was so much fun. So here is my mail birthday card. And we've done this one before, and that. So this is my mail birthday card. And a lot of these are just revamps of some of the things that you guys have seen. It was fun. Alright, and so you guys remember doing the butterflies where I threw the poor butterfly die across the room and then mailed it to Martha. So this is the female happy birthday, and that with the die cut butterfly from Stampin' Up! And Close to My Heart ink, this is Pixie. And then this ink here is Slate, which are my favorite. So that is my birthday card. And then my next card is a thank you card, and I really enjoyed it. I did color it in with my Shinhan markers. And so it's a black and white card with a pop of color with the word thanks across it. And it opens top ways. Just a really cute, I love kind of the simplicity of it. I really like the way that it pops. And it's got some glitter. And then the last card that I've created, which I just didn't want to do a traditional sympathy card. And I was missing Buddy the other day. So what I came up with was a pet sympathy card. So this one says, for you, with the paw print and the heart inside. And then you open it up and it says, so sorry, with the paw print. So that is my sympathy card. So I have 2 more cards that need to be done. And then we'll kind of go from there. So I was cruising YouTube videos and of course the thread that I was following was like 5 years old. So like in 2010, a bunch of people were posting really cool kind of things. And so this is a throwback to 2010. And what we are going to use tonight are, these are, I don't even know what size these are. These are super large, 2-inch book rings. And you could use D rings as well, 2-inch book rings. You're going to need a CD case. And I just picked these up at the thrift store today. And I'm like, well, my family might like them. And the CDs. So, figured, you know. So, we don't need the CDs. But I'm going to show you a couple of things. My husband might want this one. It's Heart from let's see. Wow, Ann Wilson and Nancy Wilson, Howard Less, Denny, and Mark. Wow. The Heart Fan Club was in Seattle, Washington. This was copyrighted 1990. So this is old. Alright. You're going to need your Crop-A-Dile or your Big Bite. You are going to need some chipboard. And then whatever you want to gussy this stuff up with for your decorations. Alright. I bet you this one's from the RCA fan club because it's RCA. So this one is Sarah Evans, dated, let's see. Hmm. 2003, I think. So Sarah Evans, 2003. So you want cases that are not broken or anything, but you want the old cases. Okay, so we've got those. I'm going to give those CDs to my husband. He'll be happy. And then what you do is there's an inside piece of these CDs. And you're just going to pop this out and break it. Well, actually, let's take our CD apart so we don't break this part because we need both of those sides. And now we want this inside part out. So there's little holes on the side to pop that out. So you're taking the inside part out. So this is what you're looking for when you go raid your CD stash. You're looking for one of these that has a pop out thingy in the middle. I do have one that didn't have one of those in it. This is one of those that I had that I didn't have in that. But it doesn't have the right feed through either to do it the right way. Because you need to have the hole. You need to have a hole that's going to end up here. When you put these two back together, there is an actual opening right here. And you need this opening. Okay? Alright? So, again, what we're going to do is we're going to open the top gently and not kill our sides because we need the corners for this. Then what we need to do is you're going to take and gently pop up this edge here. I'm going to pop this puppy out of here. There we go. Without breaking our case. Which is why I bought two. Alright, so this one just pops out. It's got little knobby things. Try not to break your outer case. as you pop these puppies out. Okay, so this piece again comes out, and then the back of your CD. This piece goes in the garbage. These pieces are trash. And then when you put these two pieces back together, you have a hole in the top. Okay? All right. Anybody confused on this part? The next thing I am looking for is my box of embellishments. I have that little chunky case thing. I really gotta clean this room, you guys. It's driving me crazy. So I have this little trunk of embellishments that I bought in order to make a cute like thing. Okay. And in here I keep all my wonderful little embellishments of stuff. So, and I want to use some of this stuff because it never gets used. Alright. You are going to need either a length of chain or some of the, I don't know what you call them, some of these like keychain hooky things that I have hooked on things, which I'm sure you guys have in your stash somewhere. So either chain, which I have, or some of these things. Okay? I might use these. All right. All right, those two match. Oh, and those two match. So I'm going to do one of these. This is those, Tim Holtz had them. They came with the trinket things. Like this is a house mouse guy that I embossed on there. I think so. I don't do big chunky albums usually, but these are like charm holder things. Okay, but you can do, we're going to do one with a set of these, and then I have a couple of paper clips and a couple of pieces of chain. So we're going to do both. Okay? I'm going to throw these back in the pieces. So I got some chain, I got some paper, some clips. Alright, so the next thing we need is probably a pair of something to manipulate the chain stuff so that we can put it in there. Alright. So let me, oh, here we go. I found some jewelry somethings. Okay. So, I'm going to show you on this one the quickest way to do this. And I think it was Laura's video I saw from 5 years ago. I think. But we're going to gently take these apart again. Okay. So we're going to take these apart again. We're going to use these ones first. And the first thing we are going to do is we are going to, let's see, will these go through the little hole? These like have a kind of, okay. See, these don't fit through there. So I'm thinking, do these fit through here? Okay. Alright. So on the side that is going to be your front, this is the one with the hole in it. It's the smaller piece, the front piece. And that you're going to stick the top part, the hooky part, through these pieces that are more like flat. Okay? And we're going to, but we're going to have to attach the other side without breaking all of this. Let's see. There's my ends. Okay, so this side is going to go to this side, and there is a, let's see, there's a little hole on the bottom right here. Okay? So what we are going to do is we're going to open this little ring with our trusty little jewelry plier thingies. And we are going to stick this through here like so. And then we are going to attempt to close this . Like so. Yay! Let's go ahead and do that. Alright. And now, while this one is not attached, we're going to open this jump ring and attach it to the same hole on the opposite side. And we are going to close it as well. Oops. Did I start the recording? Yes, I did. Okay. And we're going to close that. Okay, so here's the piece where this goes in. So what we're going to do is we're going to attach this. And then we're going to take this piece over here to this one. And on this last slider piece, we're going to slip this through. My nails may look pretty, but they are really long, and they are making it really hard to do anything. There we go. And then this is going to come up and attach. Okay? So now we're going to go ahead and put our pieces together. And that is going to give us our little thing. our little tabletop tent thing. Okay? Are y'all with me? So all we did is attach the pieces. Did I lose y'all? Okay. So, Linda, I will find out for you. Because I'm thinking it's in this section. Hold on. I'm looking. I got asked a question, you guys. You're just going to have to wait a minute. And we do have some new people who have joined us today. And that Linda, who is the hostess this month, has done a really good job, and her friends have been placing orders, and she's been inviting them to come to the show, and her order ends on the 31st or the 30th. So if you guys need anything, please pop in and do Linda a favor. She's already got free product and that, so she's already getting good stuff. And I'm just looking for your answer here. And letting everybody catch up. If I don't see it the first time I'm flipping through, I'll go in and look at the, there's like a thing that says who's what on, what stamps were used on different things. So Linda wants to know where the thanks on page 98 came from. Oh, I know. We'll have a contest. Whoever finds the thanks from page 89 on the cute little boxes, these little boxes, as you guys are flipping through your catalogs, these thanks, if you find them on your box, where the stamp is, I have a stamp set that I will send you. First person who tells me where it's at. Go! Because I really am not sure. Now I've lost you guys for a while. That'll be good, because I'm still trying to find it. My only other thought is there's a Hostess set in the brand new catalog. That it might be there. But that does look stamped, so part of me is, you know. It's very hidden. All right. Because that one's not it. This is the old one that just retired, so that's not it. Similar, but not so much. Page 98 of the big catalog. You guys figure out where that one's from. You don't have a big catalog. Well, you can go on my website over at jerriannarmstrong.ctmh.com, pull the catalog up. You can go to the website and type in the word thanks, and maybe the stamp sets will come up. Okay, now that's really bothering me. Hold on. I'm gonna find it. Nope, that one's not the right one. Hold on. Recipes on page 98. It says a journaling pen. Let's see. The Cricut Artiste Collection for the box. It says that it's a budding friendship, which would be 98. A budding friendship, which is the flowers. The brush paper pack, canary, pixie pear, juniper black, the brushed compliments, topiary mini chevron ribbon, which is the little ribbon, and it's a journaling pen. So I wonder if that's like somebody wrote it. Because if they did, they have really nice. I wonder if the Artiste Collection has a little thing that you can, has thanks on it in one of the fonts, maybe? Okay. Well, look on Artiste. Alright, so that takes care of that. Alright, so I'm sorry, Linda. Didn't figure it out. I'll keep looking. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the one where we're gonna put a little bit of chain on it. So these end up being, let's look, from point to point, These end up being 3.5 inches. So we need to create one of these 3.5 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and slide this through on this paper clippy thing. Oh, and that took that all the way off. That's interesting. So we'll let this go around and around and around. Jeans are in the, if you're looking for jeans or anything, they're in the bedroom, the laundry basket in the bedroom.
Huh?
If you're looking for jeans or anything, they're in the laundry basket in the bedroom.
Not right now.
Okay. Alright, well apparently this has a split that happens right there. So let's just open this up. Alright. Oh, it's got a ring, a big ring. Okay, so we'll put the big ring down here at the bottom. And we're going to attach that. Squish it at least. Okay. So we got that. We need these to be like 3.5 inches long. So that's going to mean, and these are, so we're going to take our chain, and I'm going to use about 2 inches of chain in between each one of my trusty little thingies. And now I'm just going to bend these out a little bit. You could use ribbon to tie the sides. Okay, we're going to pop this off again, but we're going to be careful not to break it. I'm going to kind of uncurl this in. And then I'm going to try and curl it back up without breaking everything. Yeah, that's not working so much. Alright, plan B. Plan B is to take some chain, open it up, slip it through, and just put the chain in there. Well, there sure isn't a little place to put that now. you guys are really going to have these ones. I can't make this work with this chain that I have. So I'm going to go grab the other two that I have, because I can't make this work with this chain. So, you guys play with the chain. You figure out the chain part. There we go. Nope. So that one, those are smaller. Alright, well, I'm going to take this one off. Alright. Alright. You guys will have these in your stash, or you'll find them. They're really old. Or we can find a ribbon or some twine or something. Okay. So the ring parts go in the little itty bitty holes on the side. Of the back. These little tiny ones work really good. And then attach them again without breaking. Alright. Yeah. Alright, so we got our pieces up. Martha, you're going to want to go get on the computer or send me an email. I'm just telling you. Actually, you're going to want to send me an email from your tablet. All right, you guys want to look at the chat? Bye, honey.
See you later.
See you later.
Camp card money.
Friday.
Okay.
Turn it in on Friday. We'll have all of it on Friday.
Okay.
Okay? Jeanette, there was no number. All right, guys. Oh. We'll give it another minute. I have to pick which paper collection we're going to play with. Oh, okay. All right. We're giving away a stamp set there, Linda. All right. We're going to play with this paper, though. I'm really excited. All right. Who's going to win the stamp set? All right. I'm going to give Linda an opportunity to chug in with a number while we determine how big a part we want this stuff. Nope, the other Linda. All right, so we're going to find the center of the back of our CD case. Now, using my centering ruler, that works out really good. Oh. Oh, wow. I promise not to give away another stamp set tonight. All right, Linda, are you going to give us a number? And I'm going to take my Pitt pen. I'm just going to take a Sharpie, whatever you have. And I'm going to go over 1.5 inches from the center and put a dot. And 1.5 inches from the center and put a dot. Okay? So I centered up 1.5 inches from the center on each side, and I've placed a dot. All right. My number is 37. Number 37, which would be our brand new viewer, Kathy, 52. And since I know Kathy's brand new tonight, you guys, that's exciting. And she helped Linda get free product. I'm very, very excited. So, Kathy, this is for you. My number was 37, and you had 36. Where are my sticky notes? Here they are. Woohoo! Linda's going to want to play with it. All right. I have one more. Maybe after we get our first one together, we'll give away this cute one. It's another hostess reward. But I'll give you plenty of time to know. Alright, so we marked our acrylic piece at 1.5 inches from center. And you are going to take your big old crocodile. And this is going to crunch, but it should not crack. Okay, we're going to use our 3/8 punch. And what you have to do is, because this doesn't go through here real nice, like it doesn't fit, you can see, it doesn't really fit nice and you don't want to crack it. There's a shallow end to your CD case here. And that, so you're going to slide the shallow piece in, and then what you're going to do is you're going to line up your black dot, and I did crack it all the way through. And now it's stuck to boot. Oh, okay. So, it is going to crack your piece, but it's not too bad. We're going to hide it with paper anyway. It doesn't look horrible. You can see. All right. Maybe it's just because these are vintage from 1990. What do you think? Ouch. Now that one didn't crack. So I've got one that has a crack and one that doesn't. There, you guys can see that. Not really. There you go. One that cracked, one that didn't. Alright, let's do that on the second one. We're going to undo these again, gently, so we don't crack anything. We don't lose our side pieces. On our back, we're going to center up our piece. And we're going to come over 1.5 from each side and put a little dot. And with the centering ruler, it works really well. Okay. All right, we're going to line our piece up again. Oh. Ouch. And that one cracked even better. Ah, we're going to cover it up anyway. We just need a ring in there. It's because they're vintage. Although if you go kind of slow, if you go slow, they don't tend to crack as much. Or they don't tend to, I mean, they've got a little bit of a cracked piece, but it's not bad. I mean, it's not like it's going to be a big deal. It's going to be covered anyway. All right. So then we're going to get rid of these acrylic pieces, which I'm sure when you throw them on the floor will hurt when you walk across the floor barefooted. Is everybody with me so far? Alright, we need 2 big rings per thing. There are 9 rings, 9 book rings in this package from Staples. I used my rewards to buy them, so they didn't cost me anything. These are much bigger than the ones I normally have in my stash, but you know, hey. My kids have 4 main teachers, or two main teachers each, and then each class has 3 IAs. And then I think there's a student teacher in each of Harrison's classes too, which is just bizarre to me. So I need to find out when the student teachers are done, because I want to get theirs done first. Alright. I'm going to stick my little trusty thing in there to remind me that those are 2 inches. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our rings and we're going to loop them through the top. Okay? And we're going to pop our sides together again. Now we have 2 rings. These are huge. Alright, maybe I'm using littler ones. I don't know. I got 2-inch rings. Now we need to make some chipboard pieces for our rings to fit in. For our pieces, and we need to cover them. Oh, no problem, Sophie. Thanks for joining us. Alright. So we're going to have some 4 3/4 by 4 3/4 pieces of chipboard. And I'm going to grab white chipboard. I have some thin white chipboard from the Joann's packages, since my paper will work really well with that. So those are like just glossy paper. Alright, and we're going to cut 4.5 by 4.5 inch squares. Okay. So, our 4.5 by 4.5 inch piece, our holes are going to be punched at 1.5 on each side. Well, at 1 inch from each side. So what we're going to do is 1 inch from each side. And I think we're going to come down. Let's see. I should have cut these longer. Although if they're sitting on this side, I still am going to want them longer. I think I'm going to want to cut these again. Because I'm going to want them to hang, and I'm going to want them to hang long. However, that leaves us enough room to do all kinds of cool, funky, like, things on the bottom if we don't. You know what? I'm going to add a 1/2 inch. So I'm going to do 4.5 by 5. So I'm going to recut these. Hold on. So I'm going to want them 5 inches long and 4.5 wide. Oh yeah, there we go. Five inches long, 4.5 wide. All right. We're going to come down So now we're going to come in 1 inch from the side, and we're going to come down a 1/2 inch for our holes. So we're coming down 1/2 inch and 1 inch from each side. And we're going to make a dot. Okay. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put them all together. Grab our big bite again. Line these all up. Eyeball where we want it to be. And punch. And do exactly the same thing on the other side. And punch. And now we have our pieces for our our rings. Alright, these rings are way too big, you guys. It's from the Cricut Artiste D-size stamp set. Woohoo! The Cricut. Do you have the number from the stamp set? Alright, we're going to have to get rid of these silly rings. These rings are huge. The Cricut Artiste D-size stamp set. Ugh. $15.31. Oh, there it is! You are awesome! Yay! Look at it! It's right there. It's inside a word bubble, which you can just cut out. That is awesome. All right, Michelle. I have a stamp set for you. Woohoo! I'm with Michelle. Yay! You cannot buy it separate. Oh, that is so awesome. Yeah, it only comes in the Artiste collection. Yay! All right. So do you already have that one, Linda? So do you want this stamp set, Michelle, or I have a couple of others that we can kind of chat about, or you can let me know if there's another stamp set that you would like. Woohoo! The winner of the day is Michelle. She found our question. All right. Yeah, so just take your nice little scissors and snip that little puppy out of there. And it should work just fine. All right, I'm going for a 1/4 inch. It's a good thing that we're doing this all in like real time kind of thing, because you know, you guys are seeing how I Alright, we need to move these up a little. And we're going to hide them when we cover them, so it's not going to matter that we're repunching them. So instead of doing a 1/2 inch down, do a 1/4 inch down. Oh, much better. Alright, so use your little book rings. These are from my, oh, much, much better. Well, kind of. Anyway, we're going to gussy those up with, they're not far enough apart. They're too close. You know, this is why I do projects ahead of time, so that you guys know how to do, like, the things the right way. How about we just do one? It's a good thing I have a lot of this funky white chipboard left. Alright, well that's much better. Alright, so let's repunch these all. Here. In the right area now. So you're going to cut them you're going to punch them 1/4 inch down and 3/4 inches in. Okay? Alright. Alright. Alright, now we got both sets done. Alright, let's create some cute little pages. And I have my brushed collection. This is G1087. And I also have the sticker collection in here as well. And these are predominantly pieces of the collection because really I've used it for a variety of things. So we're gonna basically make some card fronts and add some flowers and maybe a photo or two. So what I need first is I need to determine what size we are going to make our pieces. So I'm going to cut my base layer, and I'm going to need 8 pieces of cardstock for the background at 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. And I'm going to use this cranberry, and this is slate. I'm going to use a piece of this juniper and canary. Four 1/4 by 4 1/4. And I don't think I have big enough pieces in here. I don't. Okay. And I need 8 pieces, so I'm going to do 2 of each color. That was juniper. This is canary. And then we've got slate. I'm so glad we found that for you. That makes me so happy. And now the cranberry. It is really pretty. So, since we're using square pieces that are 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, I'm going to pull out one of our books because we're going to make 8 layouts. And I'm going to pick out one of our card books and show you guys how we can take a 6x6 card layout and bring it down to a 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. So, and I of course am grabbing my favorite, or we can take a 4 1/2 by 4 1/2 and bring it down as well. So I'm grabbing the originals book, which is, and on my books I normally have the item number written. This is item number 9036. It retails for $14.95. Love this book. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Alright, and I love it enough that you see little taggies, because that's what I love. The nice thing is that they have regular size things in the front. We've got some 3x3 cards. And then if you keep flipping, you'll find some 6x6 cards. The other book has some 6x6 cards, or some 4.5x4.5. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the background bar, page 75 in this book. So we're going to do that very first one. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So we're going to do page 39. I'm going to write these down. We're going to do page 39. We're going to do page 23. We're going to do page 75, page 48, page 90, page 84, we're going to do page 37, 110, or, I think we're going to do the tide frame as our front. And then I think we'll do page, whoa. Do I have 90? Yep. 75, 48, 90, 37, 84, 23, 39, and let's see. Let's go ahead and do 110. All right, so let's go ahead and start with page 75. So here is the suggestion of the picture for 75. They give you the measurements, and again, this is for a 6x6 card, so we're going to drop all the measurements down and everything, which is really good. So our A piece is going to always be the background piece, the 4.5 by, or 4.25 by 4.25, because that's going to fit nicely in our frame here. Okay. And then we're going to need 3 more pieces for this. So, let me look and see what we got for pieces. We're going to use red. I love this paper. So we're going to use that as piece B. And then in order to, I think we're going to use some of the, might use the pink. Oh, I've got some green now. And then we've got our sentiment and then our embellishments and stuff. So, I think I'm going to use white for our sentiment. And I might just pull some of these cardboard pieces, or these chipboard pieces, because they're white and they're pretty thick. So that'll give us some dimension. And then we can create kind of a little piece for it. Alright, so our first piece we're going to do, and I'm going to go ahead and create all of my background, or all of my pieces, and then we'll glue them on our little pieces, okay? Alright, so we're starting with the red. And we're going to want a piece. Oh, that's so pretty. We're going to want a piece about 2 1/4 inches wide. And now we're going to want a piece that is 3 by 3 square. Yeah, because I'm not using those. However, one of the things I can do with these is I can actually put the put a strip across the top, kind of like a binding strip to cover those. But really, I went and punched the other ones. I'm good, I think. All right. So now what I want to do is trying to decide if I want to distress or I want to keep everything clean and neat. What do you guys think? Clean and neat? Or should I scruff it up a little bit? Scruff it up. You know what? Maybe we'll use an edge distressor. This is Z2197, and it is basically an edge distressor. Basically, it is an edge distressor. And you can find it on page 181. And the item number again is Z1297, and they retail for $3.95. Okay? $3.95. The nice thing about it is this can really kind of stress up our piece. And so according the book has a suggestion for embellishing and stuff, which is to roll the corner. So basically I just kind of broke the fibers a little bit, rolled the corner so that you can see the back piece of cardstock, and that so that it kind of goes really nice. And what we're doing now is we're just, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 little areas that have nice little blade to provide all the scruffiness. Let me see if I can bring you in a little closer so that you can see. Kind of, you can see the edges are distressed. The other thing that I have, which would be cool, is I have a Distress-It-All, which we don't ever use. But if I pull it up, if I pull it out and use it, we can keep it for another 6 months. All right. But a Distress-It-All is not a close to my heart product, so therefore the Distress-It-All was much more expensive, and this is under $4. Alright. This is all the rage for quite a while. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and create a piece. So this is 3 by 3. So we're going to create a piece in here that is going to be, let's do 2.5 by 2.5 because that'll give us a nice border all the way around. That didn't take long, Soph. We're going to go ahead and scuffy up our corners of our card stock. I used to. If it's under a certain dollar amount, I try. Try for a 6-month rule. I really do. Alright, I'm going to grab some of these flowers that I own. Because I only have 17 gazillion flowers. I must like these people because I'm breaking into my stash. Which I don't ever do. Alright. I'm going to try and do pre-made ones, kind of flat ones first. And then we might end up with some of the others. I have all of these from Prima. From forever ago. Which I know you all have too, I'm sure. This is a Recollections one. But I have 5 bottles, 5 milk bottle things from Prima. So let's go ahead and attach this piece down. And of course these are all glass, right? I think I just glued on the wrong side, but who's gonna know? I know. I know. All right. So, I think these are the wrong color. Although this purple might be okay. Oh, there's a fuchsia. Hold on. And there's some fuchsia in here and some yellow. These ones are kind of neat. And then we have these lighter ones. So different kind of style. These dark ones are too dark. See, if I could just get into the pocket letter thing, I could get rid of a ton of stuff and not feel guilty. But I'm really struggling with that. I joined a swap, and it is probably the hardest thing I've done. Here's some green. Some more yellow. Those are a different kind of yellow. Well, about the same color. There's a blue one right here. Kind of matches. We'll leave him in there. All right. All right. All right. Alright, so I've got some little yellow, got white, which we can definitely poke in there. I almost kind of want to flourish or something. I want some green too. Those green ones are way too big, so let's try some of these green ones. These are a little dark. And they have a ton of leaves. All right. Yep. Kind of like these ones. Oh, and oh, these are pretty. Maybe these might be better. No, I think green. These are pretty though. All right. And then I still get my swirls in. Okay. So, all right. And I have these brushed assortment. These are meadow flowers. So I think this big pink one I'm going to replace with this meadow pink flower. I like that. And then I think we'll build around it. So I think we're going to stick that one there. All right. All right. And I have some green bling. I think I'm going to stick in. These keep coming up. And so I keep thinking they must really want to be used, because every time I turn around, they're like the thing I grab. So apparently they are done living in my drawer. All right. So there are... So here is our finished piece. That's going to go on the front of our piece here. And it is pushing 8 o'clock, and we have at least constructed the pieces, and we're now kind of making the pages. And I'm going to attach these with score tape. And do I want to do a tag out the side? Ooh, wouldn't that be pretty? What do you think, guys? A pocket? I like this size. What do you guys think of a pocket? Yes to the pocket. I like the pocket idea. And then you can do pockets on one side and then pocket on the other side. Alright, I'm with you guys. I like the pocket idea. And since this side is so heavy, maybe I'll put the pocket on the other side. Yeah, no, I was thinking I was going to create a tag. I'm thinking I'm going to do a pink tag, actually. See? Pink tag. Two and a quarter wide. Actually, it's 2 3/8 wide. This is this extra thick twine. And you really have to tie knots in the thing. Someone who had that size die first. And could sell them cheaper than anybody else. All right. So now what I'm doing is I'm rolling all of my, now that I've kind of done, I'm rolling all of my scuffiness into the center so it really kind of shows. Alright, like that better. Okay? Page 1. Hey, Mickey. So, page 1. And I might actually grab I feel like this corner is naked. It needs something. Maybe 3 little bling. That did it. There we go. Like that better. Kind of keeps you going. Yay! Alright. It's now 8:04. We have page 1 of our cute little mini book, mini tripod thingy. Can be a really cool Mother's Day gift, teacher gift, appreciation gift, and that made out of an old CD case. Then we can tie some ribbon on these things and make them stand up or something. Or maybe the trick is to put one on each side so they'll stick up. Or maybe that's the trick. Let's see. Let's take one of these and flip them over on the other side. Alright, shall we work on another page? I know that there are those of you who it is getting kind of late. And so I don't want you to feel like you have to stay. We're just going to create some pages. I'll post them over on my blog. Well, I definitely will get them to Facebook. They'll eventually make it to the blog. I'm not sure when that'll happen. But we'll go ahead and work on another page. But those of you who need to go, thank you so much for joining us today. I am so excited. I appreciate the fact that you come and join us. Super awesome shout out to Michelle, who found the stamp set for Linda on a Cricut cartridge. So excited. That worked out so well. And, you know, I appreciate you. You can purchase the pieces to make the product, the paper collection, over on my website at scrapandstampcreations.blogspot.com. I'll give you the link to my CTMH website, which is jerryannarmstrong.ctmh.com. And, of course, you can find some more information. So, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording right at the moment, and then you guys can move on over to additional pages. I'll start up the recording again on the next one. Thank you so much for joining me. Good night. All right, guys.